only the same thing she did to me. Yeah. Meaning she's acting fake, doesn't care for other people. Just for herself. I understand. I'll come and act like, oh, you're this diva. You cannot come into a palace. Yeah. And you wanna take the throne, the title, the crown. You have to earn the crown. You have to come humble. You have to get to know them, then plan your strategy and see how you take the crown. There's a war. In fact, I'm not fighting face to face because I want to see the drama. This kind of drama is not sitting by the leg. She also what did you do? You see how she lies? She didn't care about her mom. She didn't care about her brother. She didn't care about my guests, my friends. Your ladies, she didn't care about anybody. Doesn't give a damn. So that's why I'm upset with her. Even though she does all this innocent, but she throws stones and she hides her hands, and I don't like that about her. Have you had this conversation with your friend? You said no. So why am I the best person for you to come and tell about your friend? That says a lot about you.
Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be talking about episode 5 of The Real Housewives of Lagos. This episode opens up with Mariam in her bathtub where she puts a call across to her sister, talking about the fight she had with Faith the night before. So she was just telling her sister that she knows she's someone that doesn't back down from a fight. She was trying to make it seem like it was Faith that, started up the whole thing. And then on the other end, you get to see Faith, she's on the phone with her brother. So just basically also telling her brother how the night went, the fight she had with Mariam, and just basically just filling him in, but she didn't give him like full details of everything that happened, because as she said in her confessional, if she was to tell her brother like everything that happened, her brother would get her out of that place. So that was just it. So they were just both on their end just talking to people about what happened, and Mariam was saying the fact of how she felt remorseful for disrupting Iyabo's event, and she was going to apologize and blah blah blah. After that, Dr. Rommel arrives at the resort, so Iyabo goes to greet him. She shows him to his room, and as they get there now, Iyabo is already ready to spill all that she had bottled up in her chest about Faith. So she was just talking about how she won't give Faith a chance. Basically, she's not trying to be friends with Faith. She doesn't want to have anything to do with Faith and all of that. Then, Dr. Rommel on his own end was saying that she's probably nervous, or she's just not showing her true self, or she's fake. Then Yaba was like, yes, that she's fake now. She's a fake girl. Then, telling Dr. Rommel about the fight that they had and how Mariam came up to apologize afterward, and she doesn't know if Faith came to apologize because she wasn't paying attention. Then Dr. Raymond just chipped in and that's my friend. She doesn't usually apologize when she's in the wrong. It's something I have to talk to her about. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, now wow, which kind of friendship is it? Then after that, Yabo made the comment of how they are all queens and she's trying to
come into a palace of queens,
she's trying to come and take their crown or take the crown.
And you want to take the throne?
Or something like that. And that she needs to come humble, get to know the ladies, then strategize. She can't come all high and mighty and what. I'm like, when did I start doing queenship and taking crown and all of that? It was looking very silly, the conversation they were both having about it, about Faith. Then, Dr. Remy also made the comment how Faith has done the same thing to him, how she's fake, she doesn't care about anything or anybody but herself. Just making some very weird comments about someone that he claims is his friend. But that's just the start of it all, sha. So that was how their conversation went. Then after that, we get to see Laura is on her way to the resort, so she's on a call with Faith. So Faith is really excited that she's coming, like they're going to have fun. You get like they're just happy. Like it was so funny because look at the two people the ladies were killing themselves over the night before are actually very cool, and they have a very understanding friendship, but yet they're trying to make a big deal out of nothing. So they're just both happy to see each other. So when she finally got to the resort, Faith came to welcome her and just give her the tea of what happened. And Sarah was of the opinion that I'm sure you guys had fun without me and stuff. Then Faith was like, no, actually, that we had a bit of fun, then everything just ended up a disaster. Then Laura was looking confident after what happened. She was like, I hope it wasn't you, that kind of thing. Because Laura didn't expect Faith to get into any confrontation with anybody. Then, Faith just told her, yes, it was me, just trying to explain what happened about her, Mariam, Iyabo, and stuff. So Laura was very, very surprised because she mentioned that Faith is the kind of person that, keeps to herself and minds her business. So she really didn't expect that. So Faith gave her the lowdown of the whole thing about the whole phone call, and they kept asking and all of that, because Laura is already aware of this whole thing, like that one that happened at the yacht situation again, like that kind of thing. So even Laura herself was
Yes, I'm
confused that
very why?
what is the reason for the
What
fight? Because it's not
what's
like
the whole thing
Miriam is my
about?
friend, or like why exactly is she fighting? What is the purpose of the fight? Or is she say she's fighting for me? Yeah, so Laura was just basically advising her that she should not stoop to their
I don't think you should
level
stoop so
and she should
low
not let
to their
them get to her
level
and
because
let
they are
them
there.
just have fun, have a good time. So next clip after that was where Yabo invites Toyin and Dr. Rommel to go to a pottery class thing we have. So they got there, sat down, and the whole poetry lesson class thing began. So it wasn't entertaining. I was looking very, very boring. So after they were done with that, Yabo had to excuse herself because she said she wanted to go and check up on how things were turning out for the event. She wanted everything to go smoothly. So she now excused the both of them. So as they were there, Dr. Romana brought up the question to Twain that should we go and talk to Faith about, resolving or settling or apologizing to Iyabo about what happened, or we should allow things just play out naturally between them. And Twain was of the opinion that Faith is an adult, she's a grown person, so she would do what she wants to do and she knows what to do. So that was how the conversation started, and Dr. Raymond started going off about how faith is this, faith is that. The whole conversation just took a turn because Twain was of the opinion that faith is your friend, like you people are very close friends. Faith was one that brought you into the group. But for you to be spilling all these things about it wasn't actually nice. Okay, because Yabo was saying that, but it wasn't only both of you that
Well,
kept us waiting at your event.
she's my friend. I thought,
This,
but
that. Then Dr. Rema was
really?
like, no, that it was
Yes.
all fate,
She also
that she was
said
taking a long bath, she was doing this. I was the one that had to arrange everything. She didn't care about her mom, she didn't care about her brother, she didn't even care about you guys. That's the kind of person she is. She's a liar, she's fake. We're just going on and on as if no something serious happened between the both of them. So Trina asked him that what happened, like did you guys have a fight? Like because the way he was just going off and off, you think like something serious, like something actually deep happened between the both of them. Because even me, I was very curious to see or to hear what Faith had done. Just for him to open his mouth and say Faye just let him handle the whole event, that she did little or nothing to support or to help. And like the reason for the beef wasn't concrete, yet it wasn't something serious for him to keep going and going and going and going. Like it was like he was just vomiting everything that was in his chest about Faith. And I don't think it's something you should tell a stranger or something you should tell somebody you're not cool with about your supposed friend. So he made the thing of, but you can take a bullet for her. And he was like, you can't even take a kiss for her. That she thought they were like this, but now they are like this. To him myself, I really love what she said about it. She was like, you people say faith is good, faith is bad. Like, it's not her business. She's just getting to know faith on her own terms. She's not going to let like people's opinions or what faith has done to them or what they claim has happened to affect her opinion about her. So far, she on her own terms, she's getting to know Faith as a person. So all these things that they have said hasn't affected the way she sees Faith. So she feels that it's something that she should just resolve or talk about. Because the way this man was just going off, it was like he was looking for a reason to bash Faith or something. Because Faith stabbed me at the back, Faith did this one, did this one. You would think Faith stole his money or she robbed him of a business opportunity or something actually very serious. But no, that Dr. Roman is a very weird person, evil spirit. After that part of it, Faith invites Chioma, I think, to go to, is it lawn tennis court to just, I think, to play lawn tennis or something. So she was there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for Chioma. Chioma didn't turn up. So I think she went to sit somewhere to just rest. Then after that, she just went back to the court to get her water bottle. That's when she now sees Chioma there on tennis with someone. So then they now get into a conversation about what happened yesterday. I think Chioma was asking, how do you feel, Abby? How are you? And she was like, she's exhausted because of she didn't really sleep well last night and everything that happened. Sha. So Chioma was just trying to tell her, basically pitched it to her that she was the one in the wrong, and that how is it that three people, Iyabo, Mariam, and Tania, will be saying same thing about you. Sha. But the way the conversation was going, you know that Chioma was not trying to hear Faith's side of the story. She was just so fixated on what had happened or what she had been told. You get, regardless of the fact that she wasn't even there when the whole stuff at the yard sale went down. Which was just telling her, how would you feel somebody is trying to tell you how to be friends with somebody? And so, like, she didn't really appreciate how the ladies were going at her and stuff. But Chema was still trying to just defend and defend and defend her friends. But it's understandable. But at the end of the day, when your friends are in the wrong, you can admit that they are in the wrong, or you can call them out when they are wrong. But she didn't do that. And she not even brought up the whole thing about Iyabo being the oldest in the group. She's a peacemaker, she's a this, she's a that, and just kissing us to Iyabo basically. And that's how what she did to Iyabo was wrong. And Faith was like, Iyabo was calling me, hey, hey, hey. What? Who is hey? What is hey? Am I a dog? And Chima was like, no, I heard Iyabo say, and why did you say all of you are be you people? Faith was like, no, she kept referring to me as hey, hey, hey. So Chima was just trying to make it seem like she didn't hear that part. Or everything was, even the way Faith was even handling it. She was even tired of the whole thing because her point wasn't getting across to Chioma, because Chioma was so feminine, her stance with her girls. So that was just it. And she just Faith just told her that she felt bad for engaging in that with Miriam, which ended up affecting Yabo's party, and she was going to apologize for that. And that was it. Then just let things be. So I think they just agreed to disagree. So everybody would just stay on the side that they want to stay on, and they just kept it moving. After that was the African team dinner that Iyabo had organized for the ladies. The setup, the decor looked nice. I think all the ladies were to dress up in the outfits Toyin had made for them. So Iyabo was there first. Then Miriam came in afterwards. They greeted themselves. She went to sit. Then Faith comes in, and their facial expressions again. Iyabo, Miriam was just, at this point, it's getting very, very tiring and very old. So as soon as Faith walks in, she goes to meet Iyabo and to just thank her for inviting her for her event, and she's really, really sorry for what happened yesterday and it won't happen again today. She was just basically apologizing to Iyabo about it, and Iyabo just nodded. She didn't even respond that. She didn't. She didn't really acknowledge her, Sha. For on Faith's end, she has Sha given her the apology. So anyhow she takes it is her business, that kind of thing. Next was Tania. Tania comes in, then Toyin, then Chioma. So all the ladies are there. Then even Laura. Laura comes through. Iyabo was even surprised to see Laura. So everybody just greeted themselves and they all sat down. Then Dr. Rommel shows up. So he comes into the group. We already came with this energy of I'm here to cause drama kind of thing, saying I'm going to greet everybody. I'm not going to greet Faith. Even if going to greet Faith, it will be a goodbye. Just being very dramatic unnecessarily. So he comes in, greets this one, greets that one, greets that one, greets, because Laura was sat next to Faith. Greets Laura, no, greets Tania, greets Laura, then greets Mariam. So everybody, all the ladies, them amiable ladies, and then now we just did I just see that right? Dr. Rommel did not greet his bestie. What's going on here? Everybody was just itching for answers. Faith myself did not even send him. She was just keeping her cool. She was just doing her thing as usual. So the whole event thing kicked off, and Yebo did her little speech. Then I think one of her mentors came and just spoke about her and stuff. Then there was a little bit of dancing, just good vibes generally. They were just having fun. So after they were done with the whole celebration thing, they now had sat down to eat, and Yabo was like, okay, she has a game for them to play. So it was for them to read something written down on a sheet of paper. So they were to read it in their mother's language. So they just all started. Miriam started, she read hers in Yoruba. Laura did hers in Igbo. Then next person to go was Faith. So Faith was like, that she doesn't know how to speak her other tongue. So she was even trying to Google it, but it wasn't coming up. So she would just read it in English. So she did that, and as expected, everybody had an opinion about it. This girl is fake. The fakery of this girl. this one, that one. How can you tell me you don't know your mother's tongue? Didn't you were you not in your hometown since you were 19 and be 20? So how can you're just lying? Yabo said her own, Mariam said her own, Tania said her own, even Dr. Rommel too said his own. So, because I can relate to the fact that you don't know how to speak your language, because it's possible now. It's not something that is far fetched. You understand? No matter how much you live in a place, doesn't mean necessarily that you can speak it. Maybe you can hear certain things here and there, but to be able to speak it is not something that is impossible. So I didn't know why they were all making it seem like a taboo or something that hasn't happened before, does not happen on a regular. But everybody just had something to say about it, which was at this point it was getting very tiring, because whenever it comes to faith, there's always something that somebody has to say, a negative comment, a negative remark, and at this point it was becoming too much. But that's just teacher. Everybody else did theirs, and even Chioma did her own with her phone. Dr. Rommel did his own with his thick Igbo accent. So everybody did that. Then after that, they were to play another game. I think the next game was something about drama. So Iyabo wanted them to tap into their inner actors in them. So first set of people to act was Laura and Mariam. So Mariam was the debtor, and Laura was the owner. So acting out, trying to avoid somebody borrowing money from you, and just trying to avoid the person. And so it was really, really funny watching how Laura dealt with Mariam, and the whole acting thing just brought a fresh vibe and energy to the event. So now Chioma, Faith, and Dr. Rommel. So Faith was the wife, Dr. Rommel was the husband, then Chioma was the side chick. So it was really, really funny watching Chioma act that side chick role. Like even most of the ladies even connected to the fact that how the role came so natural to Chioma. Thing was like, Chioma has done this side chick thing before, because it seemed too real, too comfortable for her to act. But yes, the thing was really fun to watch. Then Faye did her own wife thing, catching her husband red-handed with his babe, and the whole thing was fun to watch. It was really, really cool. But as expected, ladies had something to say about it. That she's fake. How would she be acting like this as a wife? If you're a wife, you're supposed to be angry, just a scene, be dramatic. But no, it's because of the fakery in her. She can't. I don't even know what they were saying. Okay. And it was in her own confession, she was saying that this is how she is. She's that kind of person. Like if she even catches her husband doing anything, she's not going to go out of character because of that. That she's going to handle it the same way she did in their role playing and stuff. Yeah. Tania and Toyin were the last to do their acting thing, and their acting story was about Tania being a boyfriend snatcher, snatching Toyin's boyfriend to the point it really got very, very serious. They got into their roles, and it got physical, and it was at a point you even think that these ladies actually going at each other, but it was all part of their acting stuff, and it was really nice to see everybody just get out of character and just let loose sharp. So they crowned, I think, Chioma the winner of the acting game. Yeah, but told them, Dr. Roman, that he actually owes them for keeping them waiting at their Botox event. Dr. Roman was like, "Oh, sorry for that. That to seem as if all the fault is from me, but it actually isn't. Due to some last minute changes here and there. So basically, just saying he was not the one that caused the delay. That it was fake, from the whole bad thing to booking a suite for whether her glam team or something sha, and apparently there was miscommunication between both of them. So Toyin was even asking him that should she bring up what he said about Faith, or has he spoken to her about it? And he was like, he hasn't spoken to her in over a week and all of that. He hasn't seen her, this, that. Then Laura was asking that, have you called her? Did you call her? And like there was no response. Like, no, he hasn't called her. So I'm like, okay, if it's somebody that you claim is your friend and she did something wrong to you, won't you have at least reached out to her? Call her on the phone, you know where she stays, go and meet her. Even when you got to the resorts, you could have gone to talk to her if she indeed is your friend, but you just wanted to make a big deal out of nothing, make cause a scene about nothing, because you don't treat your friends that way. So he just went on and on saying if there's ever host a party or co-host an event, he knows what to do and not he knows not to let have complete trust in her. What, sha. Just making some remarks here and there that she was the one that was supposed to put a call across to him because she did nothing to support the event. And she could have even just called him to thank him for, making the event a success. Just talking some rubbish. I was just looking one kind. Even Chioma was very uncomfortable about the whole thing because she was saying that, have you had this conversation? Dr. Raymond was like, no. Then she was like, okay, I feel you guys should talk about this like in your own private time, not something you talk about here. And I don't know what he was trying to get or what he was looking for. We just going for Faith, and all the other ladies were obviously happy at the fact that somebody is against Faith as well. So Mariam had her own thing to say. This one had, like, people just had different comments. If your friend can say this about you, then that means you're not really a good person. The thing was not looking nice. At the end of the day, it just speaks to the kind of person Dr. Rommel is. He doesn't have integrity. He's not a good person. He's not a good friend. Because you won't throw your friend at the boss for people you just met. And if you also remember previously, like I think the first few episodes, when Faith first met the ladies and, she was talking to Dr. Rommel about it, about, stepping on her dress and how Chioma asked for her age and, just talking to her friend about it. And Dr. Raymond was getting so riled up as if he wanted to go and fight these ladies, people that he hadn't even met before. And when she invited him for the yard sale, so she was just telling him that he should calm down, he shouldn't get all riled up for nothing, that he should meet these ladies, get to know them one on one. She just shut down that his own negative energy immediately, and just to see him now doing this in presence of everybody. And it was really, really nice to see how Faith was just so calm because she didn't even want to engage. She didn't want to entertain his rubbish. The night just went quietly. So yeah, I think that was it for episode 5. So next episode you get to see Faith and Dr. Remo having a conversation. I feel like that conversation should not even be had. She should just cut him off. She should just, like she said, he's dead to her. So let her not even entertain anything that regards that man because he's not a nice person. He's not a good person. He's not somebody to have in your corner. Somebody you need to keep far away from you. So if you've watched up to this point, please like this video, share, subscribe, and check out my other videos. I will link them as well. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.